Want to go from chaos to calm and creating the smoothest golf swings of your life? I've created a 1-minute miracle routine that will have you playing the best golf of your life today. It's built off of the 3 C's: clarity, calm, and continuous flow. You're going to want to stick around for the 3rd C because I'll teach you the simplest golf swing of your life. Now let's get into it. The first C stands for clarity. The fastest way to create clarity is you ask yourself one simple question: what do I want the ball to do? Now the obvious answer is go in the hole, hit the green, hit the fairway. But I want you to think about being a little more descriptive so you can fill your brain with what you want the ball to do instead of what you don't want it to do. Don't think about hitting it in the bunker, because last time you hit it in a bunker, you sculled it out of there. Now your brain's created all this chaos and tension that you don't need. So ask yourself the one simple question: what do I want the ball to do? Now I'll give you an example here. On the left side of the range, there's a big, tall pine tree. So in this shot, I'm going to intend to hit a little fade. So what I want my ball to do is start at the edge of that pine tree and fade to the corner of that building. So I'm going to step in there, envisioning my shot, making a few rehearsals, locking on the shot at hand, stepping up. I've got my clarity. I know where I want the ball to start and I know where I want it to end. I can just step up and let it go. Woo! Buttery little fade. That's simple. That's how you're going to create clarity. The second C stands for calm. The fastest and easiest way to calm your body and your brain is by controlling your breathing. I teach different breathing techniques every single day on my lesson tee, and people's swing faults melt away instantly. Creating tension in our body actually hinders our rhythm, tempo, and timing, and we can't produce the motion that we know we should. Have you ever been stuck on the range or found yourself watching a YouTube video, completely understanding the concept and stepping on the range and understanding why on earth you cannot complete the concept that you just learned? It's because your body and your brain are not talking to each other. The breathing exercise that I'm about to show you is going to simplify that for you and allow you to access the motion that you know you have. All right, it goes like this. What I want you to do is breathe in through your nose for a 5 count, out through your mouth for a 10 count, and the secret here is breathing out of your mouth like you're breathing out of a tiny straw. You're going to do this and you're going to instantly feel lighter, freer, and ready to create some flow. So let's do this real quick. We're going to breathe in for 5, out through the tiny straw, for 10, a nice slow exhale, releasing the breathing very slowly, and now I instantly feel lighter, freer, and ready to create an extremely smooth swing. So if I truly understand the concepts of the game and I can control my body and my brain, get them talking to each other, then that's when you're going to shoot your lowest scores and hit your best golf shots. If you'd like to know more about these breathing techniques or how to calm the body and the brain, take a look at my website, subscribe to my app. There's tons of different techniques to help you get your body and your brain talking to each other, and you can also learn my step-by-step concepts all the way from short game to full swing inside the app. So tons of good stuff there. Check it out if you're interested in learning more. All right, so now I've created my lovely freedom in my swing through my breathing. I can just step up, lock in on my target, and get ready to create some flow and just let it on go. Here we go. Bingo. Free and flow. Quite simple. So check out the app. You can find that on my website. And let's get on to C number 3. The 3rd C stands for continuous flow. The fastest way to create flow is by making 3 continuous swings without stopping before you hit your golf shot. The best player in the world, Scottie Scheffler, does continuous motion practice swings before he hits every single golf shot. That's one thing I have in common with Scottie Scheffler, and the other thing I have in common with Scottie Scheffler is that I'm big on the grip. He is always checking his grip every single time before he hits a golf shot. He even has a grip trainer that he uses religiously on the driving range prior to playing golf. Now, I'm Ashley Knoll, aka the Grip Queen, and I've developed an extremely simple test that will determine the exact placement of your trail hand. You can find this free test in the description below or by visiting my website over here. So once you know the exact placement of your trail hand, you'll know the shape and all the characteristics of your swing, because your trail hand is responsible for the shape and the characteristics of your swing. So unlike Scottie Scheffler, he always does his continuous motion swings with his normal grip, but I like to prescribe to my students doing it with an open hand. The reason doing it open-handed, because this drill will teach you the shape and the characteristics of your swing without having to think about it. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to get confused and get chaotic and get all too many swing thoughts up there in the head going on. Now, with this very simple idea, open-handed, you have 3 options to do your open-handed drill from: top, side, or bottom. That's because there's 3 different grips out there. Your hand could be placed somewhere on the top, like Scottie Scheffler. It could be directly on the side, like Justin Rose, or somewhere on the bottom, like John Rahm and Zach Johnson. So you have 3 options for the grip: top, side, bottom. Like we said, this drill will teach you the shape and the characteristics of your swing if you follow along with literally one simple rule. If you've tested in my grip test, which you can find in the description below or on my website, if you've tested to have your hand on the top, which means you're going to be either a 1 or 1.5, all I have to do is the one simple rule is keep your hand on top the entire time. So right now my hand's on the top of the grip, so on the top, so on the top. What that's going to do, this is more like Roy McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler, it's going to put the elbow behind and the shaft more vertical. If you got your hand on the side, one simple rule, if you test to be a number 2 on my grip test, keep your hand on the side, 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 side throughout the entire swing. That's going to put the tip of the elbow more in line with the middle of the body and shaft to be a little bit more tilted. The hand on top keeps it more vertical. The hand on side tilts a little bit more. If you take my grip test, you're 2.5 or a 3, that would be you're doing the open hand drill with your hand on the bottom. All you have to do is keep it on the bottom, 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 bottom. That's going to make the club a little flatter and the tip of the elbow a little bit lower, like a waitress holding a tray. So once you understand that one simple concept, you can do this drill and literally simplify your swing that simple. So for me, on my own grip test, I'm a 1.5. So I always do my open hand drill with my hand on the top of the grip and just swing along, trying to keep my hand on the top the entire swing back and through. That's my only goal. Now combine that with my 3 continuous swings, stepping up and going and hitting it. That's going to create flow. So this is what the whole routine looks like. 3 continuous motion swings, open-handed, keep my hand on top because that's my grip. Okay? Then a couple seconds to walk up to it and then go ahead and let it go. All right, so that is how simple we can make the golf swing. So please consider liking, comment, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in my next video every single Sunday.